Okay, I think I'm live. Uh, Greetings. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm going to text. I can't tell if you can hear me or not because my Wi Fi is acting up. Let me type it. Uh, Greetings, everyone. If you can hear me, please let me know. All right. Let me put my camera on. So, greetings, greetings. It looks like my Wi Fi is super weak. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Is my Wi Fi too weak? Do I need to end this and try it again? I see a couple of people in viewing. Can you let me know if you can hear me? This is so frustrating. I'm not seeing anything in the chat, and I don't want to start talking if you can't hear me. Let me check my Wi Fi. Can you hear me? Please let me know. Let me see. It says I'm connected. I'm gonna turn the Bluetooth off. I'm still not seeing any comments. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you hear me? It's like two people watching. Mm. It says my internet is strong, but on here it says it's weak. If you can hear me, let me know, because it don't even make sense for me to do this if you can't hear me. No comments. Can you all hear me? This is so frustrating. Connection. If you're on Wi-Fi, try unplugging it in your router and move closer. This is insane. Why is it not working? Can you all hear me? I see people joining, but I don't know if you can hear me or not. Can someone type in the text if you can hear me? Mm-mm-mm. Can you can you all hear me? Because it looks like I'm on here alone and I can't tell if my Wi-Fi is working. I know what I can do. Let me go on. I'm gonna have to actually go on to YouTube and look to even see if I can be heard because I have no idea. All right, I see some. Yes, we could. I can hear you. Hello, Audrey. Thank you guys because I was like not sure if you can hear me or not because the Wi-Fi is like really iffy. Um, it's been a long time since I've done a live stream. It's Global Green Book. Welcome to my channel. I'm in the Gambia. Okay, I see on here that I'm here. It doesn't look like it's a really good view. So let me know so you can hear me. Yes. Okay. So Madeline Blackman says, yes, we can hear you. I can hear you. Hello. Okay. Audrey, Maria, Mana. Yes, we can hear you. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So I haven't done a live in a good while because I have been in the mix. Right now, I'm in the Gambia. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. It's Juma Mubarak. Juma Mubarak to everyone. I wanted to say greetings to everyone. Audrey says, glad you made it to the G safely. Can't wait to get there in February. Yes. So I wanted to just kind of get on here and give you some like travel tips because with everything that's going on in the States, um, it was helpful for me. So I was like, let me pay it forward, right? That's the least I can do. Now, one of the things that I'm going to do is I plan on going back and forth. So, this is my first trip of many. So I'm just kind of here trying to get a lay of the land, kind of get an understanding, trying to see how things move and, just figure out my business opportunities, housing opportunities and things of that nature. So what I did was, if for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I did do an Instagram live. I did two of them, and I'm really staying current on what's going on my day to day, whether it's traveling. What's going on with business, just different things on my Instagram page, Global Green Book. So I did do two lives on international trip tips. So I said, well, let me come on over here and do some, uh, you know, give you some 411 on the things that I've learned in my journey over into the Gambia. So I'm on my laptop. That's not my work laptop, so it's a little different. So I'm not maneuvering it very well, but I will try to see if I can figure out how to maneuver it. Um, I see a couple more comments. I'm glad you made it. Okay. Yes, I can't wait. You're gonna love it when you come. Gambia is very different. It's very different. It's like I'm still trying to catch the vibe. It's a different vibration. It's you can't really put it in a box because yes, it's a Muslim country, but everyone is comfortable here. I kind of like that because I'm Muslim, but you can't put me in the box because I'm just not like your typical Muslim. So I vibe Gambia. I really like it. Everyone is very welcoming, very friendly. Um, Let me see. Oh, and thank you for the welcome. Gambia is very friendly, which I like. And welcome home, sis. You finally made it. Yeah, let me tell you, it was a struggle. Babylon was doing all kinds of stuff to stop me from coming here. I was going through this thing with my job where they was telling me I couldn't travel internationally because of like all the different mandates. And it was almost to a point where if I left to go to the Gambia, it was either my job or Gambia. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm grown. Why I can't travel? But that was a whole nother it was like it was crazy. It was a whole process with that. So I don't know what I'm going to come into when I come back because I got to come back and tie up things and ready for when I am to come back. I'll probably be doing some back and forth for a little while. But one of the biggest things I'm learning, and I just remember who used to say it all the time, THC, the Happy Companion. He was like, guard your playbook. Well, I get it down. I really get that statement because just sharing what I was going to do with my job. It was a whole it was a it put a whole different dynamics in what I'm dealing with. So when I come back, I have no idea what's going to happen for my career. But to be honest, after coming here and seeing all the opportunities, I'm not stressed about it. I'm just like, whatever Allah has for me, that's what it is. So, Fatu, assalamualaikum, my sister, Juma Mubarak. Welcome to the motherland. You finally made it. Yes, yes. It was a process. It was a real process. Um, one of the things I got my ticket months ago, but I really didn't want to share with anyone when I got my tickets and when I was going to go. Only a couple of people knew because I quickly learned that even though people have blessings for you, they be wishing you the opposite. But I left. I say last week Saturday. I left last week Saturday because tomorrow will be Saturday around 6 p.m. heading towards Brussels. And that was a whole process. I did record the whole thing, and I will eventually upload all that information, the video and the process and what I went through and what you had to do. But because I don't have the jab, you're going to have to get your COVID test under 24 hours. There's no 72 hours for you. So what I did was they have these clinics in the airports, these international airports like Dulles and JFK and all the different ones across the United States are international. And what you will have to do is schedule your appointment a week ahead of time and make sure that you schedule it. And what I did was my flight was around 6 p.m. So I scheduled my appointment around 8 a.m., the first appointment of the day, because I had a feeling it was going to be a little crazy and I didn't know how the whole um, COVID test was going to take. So my girlfriend Aishi, if you all seen her on my channel before, she she took me, to the airport, IAD, Dulles Airport, and it was a pretty quick process. You're standing in line. It kind of expensive. It's $250 for the test. But from the time they open up, let you in, they do the test, it takes about, I say, like a little under an hour, and you get your COVID results and your COVID results for that evening. People were saying, well, go to CVS and do all these things, but I was doing test runs for like weeks, going to CVS every week to see how quickly I would get my test results back, and it was just like in a day, 2 days, it would fluctuate. So I didn't want to take that chance. So I did end up just going ahead and spending 250, go to the airport. It was called the Express check. Express, and they're stationed in different airports. So it definitely do that. So I got my COVID test, and once I got back, I made the mistake thinking, "Thank you, hey Giselle." Yes, I made it. It was supposed to be a surprise. But thank you, sis. So one of the things that I did when I came back, one of the things that I made a mistake, but it was because I was dealing with so much, y'all. My house flooded. I was dealing with my job. I had some stuff, family stuff going on. When I say everything that could have happened, I was dealing with. So I really didn't. So I was packing my house for the flood, packing my house for the trip, packing my house for, it was just crazy. So this whole me preparing for Gambia, it was just a hot mess. But I was like, you know what, Allah, however you want me to go, I guess you want me to figure out how to deal with, the uncomfortableness for me when I get to Gambia. I don't know. So when I got to the airport, I highly, highly, highly recommend get there at least 3 hours before your flight. Don't cut it any closer, because when I got to IAD, and make sure you do, Brussels has this thing, if you end up flying into Brussels, which I did, I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. If you end up flying into Brussels like I did, you're gonna want to make sure you fill out this. It's an online. You know how like when you go to the airport and on a flight, and they give you like the form to fill out, like where you're gonna go, where you're gonna stay, blah 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 blah. Well, Brussels, theirs is online. And what happened is they will not even allow you to get your boarding pass until that form is filled out online. And then like a QVC, or like what is it called? QCR or whatever, that scan thing where you can scan it. If once that pops up, then they'll allow you to go get your boarding pass and to check in your bags. And so what I found was when I came there, because of everything that was going on, I forgot to do that part of the flight. I'm trying to do everything all in advance and just be on point, and I forgot that part. But it was just really antiquated, because when I was trying to do it, it just wouldn't work. Every time I would finish the form, it would not pop up the scan barcode, and I kept doing it over. It took me like an hour just to do that that paperwork to finally get the barcode. And I was trying to ask the people at the airport to help me. They wouldn't help me. It was just insane. I was so upset. Finally, a young girl came over and she was helping me through it. And during that process, when I'm trying to fill it out, they have scale so you can weigh your luggage. So I was trying to fill out the form, weigh my luggage, and make sure all my luggage was on scale, wasn't overweight, and I was doing well. But I forgot to repack. When I had packed my stuff, I had put like some large bottles, like $100 worth of products in the smaller bag that I was going to take on the plane, and I ended up losing that. But anyway, so finally, one of the girls, she helped me while I was trying to do the luggage weigh in and blah blah blah. And by that time, it was like an hour left to get to my flight. And they was like, I think at 45 minutes, they cut they stop you. You can't get on the plane. So I was cutting it very, 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 very close. So what happened was when I finally got my luggage checked in, I was going to get my boarding pass. And then they tell me, because my flight was supposed to leave 6 p.m. Saturday, arrive 7 a.m. Sunday, lay over for 5 hours, catch a 12:15 plane on Sunday, and arrive in the Gambia on 7 p.m. Sunday night. That didn't happen. I ended up, when I went to get my boarding pass, it was just to Brussels. And I was there, and by this time I only had like less than an hour to get to the flight before I missed my flight. So when I got my boarding pass, like I'm saying, I'm going to Gambia. I was like, I'm not going to Brussels. I'm going to Gambia. I said, I'm laying over in Brussels. And that's when they told me Brussels had canceled my flight, and my bags were only going to Brussels. I was only going to Brussels. And then when I got there, I had to figure out my next leg of my trip. When I said I was flustered and I did not have enough time to sit to figure out what's going on, I said, "Give me my tickets. Let me get on the plane," because I was like, I'm not going to try to take a COVID test and all this stuff all over again. So I got my plane, and they was like telling me I had to check in. I was going to check in my third bag, but it was only going to Brussels, and it was $200 to check in my third bag. And I was like, I'm not checking in a $200 bag, and it's just going to Brussels. And then when I get to Brussels, I got to pay another $200. I was like, So I took the bag to see if I can get it on the plane. So, got to the plane, the whole thing. That's a normal process. So when I get to the plane, they're on point with the Brussels that was not playing when it came to the bag. When I got to go on, they were like, "Nope, ma'am, you can't take that bag." They made me check it in, but even though they made me check it in, I didn't pay for it. So everyone who had that extra bag, there it went to Brussels, but none of us paid for it. So I wasn't mad. I would have been really upset if I had to pay for it here and then pay for it in Brussels, because I was only going to Brussels. That was I'm when I was on that plane, I was just like, let me just relax, because I had no idea what was to happen, where to go, what was I supposed to do once I got there, because they canceled my flight. So I was like, what is this? So let me see, African Giselle, what you saying, Giselle? He says, so this is your staying for good, I may ask. No, this is not. I wish it was, but it's not. This is me just getting my foots on the ground, seeing what it is, checking things out. Me personally, I was not comfortable just moving someplace without at least going and visiting, seeing what is what, and seeing if I even would like it. And so far, so good. I mean, Gambia is nice. The people are nice. Um, the weather is nice. It's nice and hot. It's some things that are, a little different. The food, me, I'm more of, want to eat my own food, but it's like fresh vegetables, fresh food. We're going right and getting, fresh fish from the market, getting our vegetables from the market. So it's really good. Um, but yeah, it's not for good. This is my first of many visits. when I come back, I'm going to start trying to, get things in place and make my way back. But I felt like I needed to visit first. Everyone does it differently, but for me personally, because I am moving as a single female, I felt like I need to visit the country first to see how it is. Um, so, and I see my brother XDMC. Hey XDMC, one love. Yes, I made it safe. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Um, I'm uh, I'm gonna add the link for if anyone wants to, just join and ask me any questions. But in the mean mean how you say in the meantime, I'm going to let me see, Control V. I'm going to just share with you what happened in Brussels once I landed in Brussels. So when I got into Brussels, it's different. Brussels is very different. Brussels is massive. That is a mass. I've never seen an airport that big. Brussels is so huge. And they're very Parisian, so it's like they speak English, but it's really like they don't really understand too clearly. You think they're understanding you, but you realize after they done give you some jacked up directions or information, they didn't really understand you that well. So when I got off the plane in Brussels, I was telling the young man, I was like, look, they canceled my flight. I'm supposed to be going to Gambia, and where do I go? And he sent me to the terminal. He actually sent me to the terminal where all the African flights come on. Now let me tell you, that's not like walking to like one section. It's like you have to walk down some, like a hallway, down some elevators, um, down some more hallways, get on a bus, ride the bus to an entire different terminal. Like I think we got off in Terminal A, we had to go to Terminal T. You get to that terminal. That terminal is big as some of the airports that I've been in. So I get into Terminal T where all the African flights are. So I'm looking for help. There's no help. I walk from one end. When I say it's, I can't even imagine, tell you how massive this place is. It's like, but they had me with bags and stuff, walking, looking for help. And there was like no help anywhere. And I was tired and I was hungry. I was frustrated. So I end up I was going back and forth trying to figure out where I can go. Finally, I ended up I found the police, and they were like, you're going to have to leave. They told me I had to leave the airport. I had to leave the airport and come back in like a new arrival and get my ticket information. So I had to go get my all my bags. I had to collect all my bags from the turnstile. So I picked them up, and then I went up to where you get your boarding passes, and I tell them the whole story. When they looked it up, they said, "Oh, my flight had been rescheduled for Monday at 12:15." So I now had a 29-hour layover versus a 5-hour layover, which I was not prepared. So the gentleman at the boarding pass, he gave me my boarding pass, and I was like, well, where can I go for 29 hours? I was like, I was not prepared for a hotel. That was just not in the makeup. And so they kept saying, well, you can go to the Sheridan, you can go to the Sheridan. I'm like, I don't have Sheridan money. I wasn't prepared for that. I was like, you all trying to take my Gambia money away from me. So finally, I went to the help desk, the Brussels. So when they looked it up, and I told them, I said, look, y'all cancel my flight, blah, blah, blah. They ended up giving me a complimentary hotel with lunch, dinner, and breakfast vouchers. So I was like, cool. I'm happy with that. Because they canceled the flight. They said, they would at least do that. Well, alhamdulillah for that, because I was able to eat and sleep and shower and rest, and I got through my jet lag. So I don't think everyone did it. I know a lot of people ended up paying for hotels. I wasn't doing that. Brussels. So finally, when I left Brussels, I went to one of the things that I have to tell you. Brussels does not play when it comes to luggage. They are not going to let any dollar get past them. They're going to make sure they take every dime they can get from you. If you actually leave the airport, you're going to have to end up getting a whole new COVID test. So I'm so glad that I ended up staying in their hotel, because their hotel, Brussels, actually has a hotel on the airport. Like literally, like the airport's here, the hotel's here. They're right next to each other. You're just walking down the in between them. They got a whole city set up in Brussels. The airport, the hotel, the restaurants, all of them are right next to each other. So you just stroll your bags across the street. Um, so when I got my bags and I was leaving, Brussels, I have to say, was the most efficient and the easiest. But they, like I said, they're not gonna let a dime go. So you got to make sure you're on point with them, and so that they don't charge you on arm and a leg. So when I went to get my boarding pass, she took the lady took my boarding pass when I went to go check my luggage in for my flight, and she was like, you have to give me your boarding pass." And she was like, "Ma'am, you have to weigh all your bags." She even made me weigh my carry-on bags, and she was like, she didn't see I had an extra bag. She didn't see that. So she was like, "You have 3 bags." I said, "Yeah." And I wasn't thinking, because if I was thinking, I would have told her, "Y'all charged me in the States for a bag and you cancel the flight." But I wasn't thinking, because I would have probably got my bag over here for free. But anyway, so they ended up charging me like $200 for the extra bag. So I was just like, I definitely, make sure you just bring only 2 bags, your purse, and a carry-on, because otherwise they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. uh, Brussels, I'm not too mad, because I didn't pay for it twice. Because if I paid for it in the States and in Brussels, I would have been upset. That would have been way too much. And you go in. Brussels is real easy, but be prepared to walk. When I say that terminal is huge, they make you walk. You have a turnstile, like you take, how you get on the subways, and you take your card and you put it on the scanner and the gates open. You don't have to go through TSA. Once you got your boarding pass, you just scan, you walk through the gates, and the part where they scan like all your luggage and stuff when you take your shoes off, they got that set up like a bowling alley. They got 3 people standing next to each other. You all get your trays out, put it together. It's like 3 people standing next to each other, and it's like the carts are just going like this, like a bowling, how the bowling balls do. When I say they're efficient, I was like, yo, this place is crazy. And what was so funny was when they made me go in. When they make you go in, they make you go through the duty free, the shopping mall. So I was going by Gucci, Louis, Prada, Mac, clothing stores. So they make you go through like an entire mall. If you're familiar, I mean, it was bigger than some of the malls I've been in. Just people shopping. So Brussels is going to try to stop you to get every dime. Yet I'm dragging all these back. I was so irritated. I was like, why would they do this? But I get it was all about money. It reminded me, the way they have their airport set up. It reminds me, if you ever been into an IKEA, how IKEA makes you go from one to get to lighting to I don't know, pictures. They make you walk through everything before you can get to it. So Brussels is kind of set up like that. You got to go through all the stores before you can get to the terminal. And I don't know why. I guess when you got off the plane, you can catch the train, but when you're coming in through to get your boarding pass, you have to walk to the terminal. That was crazy. And I was tired, and I was carrying all these bags, so I was just like, really. But once you get to the terminal, you get to a police station. So you just make sure you just have all your stuff. The police just look at your passport, boom, you get on the flight. Brussels was pretty efficient. Um, Let me see. I see a couple of comments. I know I'm just running my mouth. XDMC, hello, my brother. Let me see. Uh, you have to pick up whatever path you're comfortable with and whatever situation you may be in. So glad you made it. I can't wait to see your visiting journey. Yes, I'll be sharing it soon. I'll be sharing it soon. Soon enough, inshallah. Yes, Brussels Airport is huge. I passed by there a couple of times. Yeah, it's a monster. That's a monster airport. So once I get on my flight going to Brussels, one of the things that I had to do, we flew to Senegal, which was pretty cool. Cool. I was like, okay. So, one of the things that I'm not really crazy about the flight, the seats are kind of uncomfortable. It was hard to find overhead, packing, but they're really efficient. You know how they get you on the plane and everything. So once we got to Senegal, the flight wasn't too bad. The staff, the Brussels staff, they're all right. Not the friendliest, but not the meanest. I mean, I could do without traveling Brussels airline, but it was, I have to say they did accommodate me and did try to make right the wrong that they did. So I'm not too mad at them. Um, and once we got to Senegal, what happens is everyone who's going to Senegal gets off the plane, but all those going to Gambia stays on the plane. Now, what was so interesting is when most of the people got off the plane on for Gambia, the majority of the people left on the plane was Europeans. I was one of like it was me and the lady that was sitting next to me. We were both from she was from Mississippi, and she was a repat, and we were like the only. It was only a handful of blacks on that plane. The rest of the plane was all white, and I was like, yo. I was like, I've never seen that going to Africa before. I'm like, I guess this is what tourist season look like. Like they're coming here in droves. There's a lot of them. Um, so we had to sit on the plane for like an hour, waiting, I guess, so that they could change, like, I don't know, like refuel, what have you. Now, one of the things that they did do, which I did not appreciate, they have to clean the sanitize the plane, but they didn't wait till we got off the plane. They did it while we were sitting there on the plane, which I really didn't appreciate. So they were spraying the stuff in the air. I don't know what it was. It didn't. I didn't recognize it, but I just kind of covered my face and mouth. But you got to be, I just want you to be mindful that they're gonna be spraying stuff all around you. So when I got off of the plane, let me see. We The flight to Gambia was like an hour. Just got in. Lady, you are a true inspiration. You made it. Congratulations. How long are you there? I'm only here for a little bit. Like I said, I'm here to, try to take care of some business, get acclimated, see what I need to do when I get back to the state. But I'll be back, inshallah, soon. Like I said, I'm learning to keep my playbook close because you never know what people's intentions are towards you. But I will update everyone as much as I possibly can. But like I'll be here for just a couple of weeks, and I'm going to enjoy it tremendously and try to get as much work done as possible. I didn't really get to do a lot of the touristy things while I'm here because that's not my goal. Like all the stuff like other people do, like the monkey parts and going to like I don't know, like the slave dungeons and all that stuff. It's about work for me because as a single woman doing it by myself, I gotta be focused and make sure that I make the right moves, and what I can say to you all, it's a lot of opportunities in the Gambia. I did not realize it is a lot of opportunities. They need one thing, they need about 20 or up to 100 things. Um, it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to build. Gambians are ready to work. There's of course there's bad behavior, good behavior with everyone, but if you find that good connection, there is some great opportunities here, which I am finding out on a daily. But anyway, let me see. Congratulations, you're on the motherland. Yay. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't bring no husband back here. Let me tell you. Oh my God, the men are ridiculous. That's all I gotta say. They're ridiculous. And one of the things that's annoying as heck is they think I'm a white woman. That's so annoying. They think I'm a white woman. Like me and Anja Africa, we were walking on the beach the other day, and this dude, I think I caught him on video. He's talking about uh, something like co- something about color. Color doesn't mean anything, or something crazy. He said like color doesn't mean anything. And I just said, of course not, because we're both, she said, like, of course, because we're both African Americans. And I'm sitting there like clueless, like, what? And then I realized he thought I was white. And I was like, yo, I said, you know what? Just because you thought I was one of them, I would never deal with you. No, I was like, get out. He was like, yo, it's my sisters. I didn't know. You know what I'm just saying is what I was like, man, nah, no. They're gonna make it real easy for me. Anyone who mistakes me for one of them, I don't want nothing to do with you anyway. You done messed up. So I don't know. I doubt I'll be bringing any husbands home anytime soon. No. That's not my focus. um, Wonderful. Please enjoy yourself, Queen. Yes, 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 yes. So one of the things I'm going to just let you, once we get to the Gambia, all the organization, the irritation of the West, okay, all the organization of Brussels goes right out the window when you get to the Gambia. Gambia, is special. That was a special arrival. That's the best way I could say. It was very special. When you what is it called? Tarpac. When you land on the runway, you walk out the plane through like the ladder. You come down in that ladder. Let me tell y'all, it is a rickety. So you're just moving. It's like so it's rickety. I was like, okay, this does not feel safe. So you got all the Gambians. They're sitting on the tarpac or the runway or whatever. Waiting to greet you. And then there's a bus right there once you get off the plane to get on the plane that takes you to the terminal. And everything is cool, kind of cool. And I'm just kind of checking out the vibe because like it was so funny. Like when we landed, I was looking out in the bush and I was seeing plains in the jungle. I was like, "Oh, this is Africa," because I was seeing jungles in the plains in the jungle and just woods and bush and just nature. I was loving it. So we get into the airport and I'm walking into the terminal. All the org all the organization and all that just disappear. It's gone. It is gone. So don't come expecting it at all. So they was like vaccinated, unvaccinated. And so I guess I had to go into the unvaccinated. So they made me go into the line. And when I looked, I was the only person going in that line. Everybody was going into the vaccinated line. And I was dang, I felt so secluded. So I'm in the line and they tell me, where's your vaccination card? And I said, I don't have one. They were like, where's your vaccination? I was like, I don't have one. They were like, you have a COVID test? I gave them my COVID test. And then they was like, well, even though you took your COVID test and blah, 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 you got to take another one. So you take another one right there in the airport, but you don't pay for it. And they do it right there. Like they made it was they did it right in the line. Like you come out the airport, there's a line here, and at the end of the line there was a guy with a little table, and he did the test. I was just like, yo, this is weird. And it's like a little hand test where they did it and they put it in here and they checked it, and he was like, okay, you're good. And you just go back around the line. It's like in it's that's the only way I can explain it. It's in the line where you take the test and you just kind of continue in the line. And so I was like standing there waiting to see the immigration, the police, and it was just mayhem. I saw the EU and I saw, Gambian officers, and everyone was going this way. And, you could definitely tell that the Europeans were very familiar. They were like, hey, Bob, hey, this, hey, how you doing? I missed that. I'm back. So they were like frequent flyers there. And I was like, and we're scared to come. And these jokers are coming like regularly where they know the people in the airport. But, and one chick had a shirt that said Gambian helper. I was like, really? But anyway, I digress. So I'm just sitting there. So finally you go, I got my visa. So you want to make sure, because they were not going to let me out, that you want to have your $20 for your airport tax. You're going to need their $20 coming, and you're going to need your $20 leaving. So you're going to need that airport tax. I got my visa. I don't know, it's like $70, I think. Your visa, you get your visa, and make sure you have money, because the guys were like hounding me to help me with my bags. I was like, I don't need help. They're like, mom, what they call me, auntie. That's what auntie. We need money. This is the only way we make money. The tip, blah blah blah. So I just gave him like $5 as a tip, which is kind of like how much in Delassie? Maybe like $250 in the Lassie. So that's good money for a tip. So I was just like, here. And you want to make sure you have money for your driver. So in the airport they have a money exchange that's right next to the visa immigration people, so you can get your money. And I would do like $100 exchange, so you just have some money to pay your cab driver and all these things, or whoever you have meeting. um, I'm learning, like, what is good money here, like how things cost. That's one of the things I'm really trying to focus on, like how the cost of living is moving around, because money goes pretty quick here. It goes pretty quick because of the little charges. um, you know, but it's not too bad. So how I'm learning it to kind of track my money, it's like $500 to $1. So $1,000 is like $20. $500 is like $10, and so on. So that's how I've been trying to understand like how much money I've been spending, and I just kind of broke it down in days, so that I don't go over budget. And another thing that I've learned to try to not, because I was getting my my hotspot. Yeah, I got my hotspot, and what ended up happening is the guy was telling me, oh, 1,700 for the hotspot, and something like 1,650 for the 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 I guess the usage. So when I was adding the money, I was adding it like American money, and I was counting 20s instead of 200s, because I was getting confused. But luckily, I had someone that was there helping me, and she was looking like. And so I almost gave him like $2,000 more than what I want. So, when you're getting used to the money, if you have someone that can help you and like count behind you, make sure you're giving them the right money, do that. Because I almost did that twice where I just try to overpay, because the way they say things is like 1-500 250. It's like it gets confusing the way they say the money here, and you start thinking American dollars, and you can either end up giving too much or too little. So that's one of the things I'm really figuring out. Let me see. I see some other stuff. Let me see. Wonderful. Please enjoy yourself. I am. I am. You got me crying tears of joy. Well deserved, sister. Well deserved. Thank you. Um, good. You're back, sis. Yeah. So it's just a process. So you know, I don't know what's going to be up for the upcoming weeks, but I just know one of the things is, um, if you're not sure, at least just come for a visit. Just come for a visit. Um, it's nothing like, how we watch the videos and we watch this family and this person and they talk about it. It's nothing like actually being here. One of the things that I am learning while I'm being here, as much as I would like to be with the repack community, I'm really focused on getting to know local Gambians. And I really see how important that is, because they know how things work. And a lot of them they want to see, there's a lot that want to see you here and build a relationship with you. And it's just like anyone, if you find someone that you can trust, work with them. And it's such a blessing. And the beauty of it, the water, the beautiful, the trees, the laid back lifestyle, just the time that I've been here is just taken so much stress off of me. It was like I was talking to my sister, and I kept saying, with everything that was going on with me in the West, kept saying, I need a good cry. I need a good cry. I need a good cry. I just need to cry. I just need to cry. And I wasn't able to cry because I was dealing with so much that I had to keep like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do that, and I was just not giving myself any time to like. And I literally, when I got off the plane, once I got out the airport and everything was done, when I got to my car, I busted out in tears. I busted out in tears. Jeez, yeah, I busted out in tears because it was so much stress. And I'm not looking forward to going back, but yeah, it's been a release being here. It is a lot of you know, things that need to be done here. You see a lot of like old, just like cars and, the transportation and the roads. And, I got the Gambian welcome because like every night, this is like one of the first nights, the second night that we actually had electricity. Every night, that's why I haven't done any lives, because we just haven't had any electricity. The first night I got here, the lights were off. And I was like, oh, I got the Gambian welcome. The second night, the lights were off. But I'm seeing it, I'm just kind of like, that's government. But I ain't going to get into that conversation. But the way the lights go off, it's just like, during the day. And when I was going certain places, no lights where most people have their businesses. And then at night, your home doesn't have lights. So it's interesting. But even with that being said, it's still so much more peaceful. It's cool. Everyone's chill. It's not like, you're fearful, like you're going to get, somebody's coming after you. It's, of course there's crime everywhere, but I haven't felt like uncomfortableness. I have seen, some good and some bad, and I'm not going to focus on the bad. I'm going to focus on the good because for me right now, the good outweighs the bad. The the s- the stress release that I got, the way I feel now, I feel rejuvenated. I feel rested. My mind is going a lot, but I was just like, ah, I needed this because I don't know how I would have been able to maintain this in the state at all. I wouldn't have been able to maintain this. Let me see. I see Giselle saying, see what you're saying, Giselle. Yes, I'm sure it isn't the same. No, it's not. If you need a ride, just look at my video or get his contact info if you already have someone. Okay, thank you, Giselle. Um, I am sure you're planning on going to the beach too, sis. I already been to the beach. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen I did a beach day. I'll probably do another beach day tomorrow. Um, I haven't done a whole lot of leisure things, but there was a beach party tonight, but I was too tired. I went to like a black owned restaurant because you got to be careful over here because there's a lot of non-black owners over here. So I'm making it a purpose to just patron black owned businesses over here, and I'm going to feature them as well on my channel. But I went to a black owned restaurant tonight, and they had like traditional African dancing. I think it was the Allah Ya, I can't remember the name, Allah Ya Leak or something like that. They were really good. It was drummers and dancers. So I went to that tonight, and I'll probably do some things this weekend, just relaxing and no business. I'm sure it's nothing like this. Oh, Giselle, it is nothing like the States. We see animals in the street. I'm like, I really like seeing the animals in the street, the cows, the goats. I was sitting in the store and a goat just started walking up to me and I was like, are you going to come up in here or are you going to keep moving? And she just looked at me and then just walked away. And the cows, I'm driving around and the cows are like eating watermelon. I was like, okay, only in Africa there's like it's watermelon season, so that I guess the bad watermelons they throw it and open it up so the cows can eat it. And I was like, you driving, you seeing cows eat watermelon. It's just like it's very different. You seeing donkeys up and down the road, people riding donkeys. It's um people make their own lanes when they're driving the traffic. There is no like traffic laws here. It's just like, oh, the traffic's in the way. I'm gonna go drive on the sidewalk. It's it's the darndest thing. Um, I'm surprised that I don't see more accidents. What I have seen, but I haven't seen any. Um, you know, um, Even like how people are helpful is very weird. We were riding, and the van just conked out. It just stopped. And the next thing you know, the guy was trying to get the van started. Next thing you know, I saw people coming this way, this way. They were just like, he started helping him. Didn't even ask. He didn't even ask them. People just automatically just started helping. And then those who couldn't stay didn't. They left. And women, I was like, wow, this is different because they just kind of know. It's just like so different. The mentality, the way they do things. The women here, when they walk, they have a saunter. They have like a glide about them. I was just like looking. I said, "Oh, I like the way they walk," because I guess because of the heat, the way they dress. You're walking in sand, so it's just like they have this saunter where they walk like this. They just sway and walk very light and easy, no matter what size they are. I was like, oh, okay. I said, by the time I leave here, I'm going to be sauntering. That's how I look at it. So it's definitely very, very different than America. Yeah, check out my IG. I've been doing, I've been staying current on my IG. I'm still uploading old. I have old videos that I haven't uploaded. So eventually, I'll upload all my stuff in Africa. But I thought I'd come on here and do just a quick update on what's going on with me and the channel and why I have not been posting, because when I say I was having phone and Wi-Fi issues, I realized you need a Gambian number and you need your Wi-Fi, because it's otherwise you're just gonna have problems. So I got my Gambian number. Woo-hoo. I'm so happy about that. I got my one of my phones unlocked. You definitely need to come with an unlocked phone. So I got an international plan on my one phone, my iPhone, and I got and you can do a temporary lock, but I didn't bother to do a temporary lock because I got the international plan and I got the Wi-Fi, so I can still make phone calls and texting back and forth to my family. And then I got my Gambian phone, so now I can make, and I got that connected to my Wi-Fi, so now I can make phone calls in the Gambia to Gambian. So that definitely is important as well. And yeah, so I don't know if there's anything else I missed I could share. If anything you want to know, um, in regards, since like I've said, I just only been here a short while, and I'm still taking in the sights, and it's just a blessing. I did get to experience Juma prayer today, which was super fun and exciting. I had a brethren. He came and got me. I was like, he came to the store. He was like, um, he was telling me something about you. I was asking him about the masjids, right? Because my imam was very much, he made sure to let me know. He said, Kiddos, you have to go to prayer. He was like, you have to go. They have to see you go to prayer. Have you ever seen those videos I did, the Shahada one, the part 1 and 2, when the imam was doing the Shahada for the guy, and I kind of broke down that imam. He was like, you have to go to prayer. And I was like, he said, if they see you going to the masjid, they're going to see you as a good Muslim. I was like, okay, Imam Haji. I was like, you know me, I'm a little off, but I saw the brother and I was like, I want to go to Friday prayer. So he was like, okay, and he's a police officer, so I felt comfortable, with him. So he came and got me today, and we went to we caught it's even catching rides. I don't even know. I think we jumped in the car with a stranger, to be honest. I was like, oh, this is how they do it in Gambia. You just kind of wave and people pull over and you jump in. See, I'm going to have a designated driver, because I just don't speak the language well enough to be jumping in and out of people's cars. But we jumped in this elderly man's car who happened to be the minister of finance, so which was really cool. So the minister of finance gave us a ride to um, Seracunda. I think that's the Seracunda. I think what Seracunda Market is. And so we went to Seracunda. I went to the police station. I got to check out the police station, the undercover cops, and all that. So I got to see that world. And it was right next to the biggest masjid in Gambia. So when the prayer time came, which was so nice, so this place is really massive. And it just was so different for me. First of all, just being someplace where I can dress the way I dress and not feel away, and not people make like, why are you dressed like that? It was nice because everyone is dressed like this. And then we got it, and then it was weird just going into the middle of the street, and I look, everybody in the street, all the shop markets, they are at prayer. So the brother, he found a spot for me with some sisters. He laid my prayer mat down, and I didn't notice it. He told me, he said sister, and it made me think of my imam when he told me. He said, "Did you see all those sisters? Those sisters were looking at you because I don't look like them." So he was like, they were just looking at you. That it makes them happy to see you, actually praying as them. I was like, well, I'm a Muslim. So they're not used to a Muslim that looks like me. I guess like my skin color. I did not realize how big of a difference it was and how I stand out, but I do stand out a little bit. But it was just very nice just to see the whole street full of Muslim. We're all sitting there and we're praying. And I didn't really understand the kuppah because they're doing it in whatever African language they had, but that's okay. I'm still receiving the blessings. But that was such a blessing just to experience that, where here in the States, not here in the States, I'm in Africa. I mean, back in the States, back in the States, I got to pray in the closet. I literally got to go in the closet and pray. So that kind of sucks. So now I'm here and I'm in public and everybody's doing the same thing. It was, as a Muslima, that was so nice to experience. And I was like, okay, Allah, I get it. And what's so nice is, you don't have to be a Muslim to feel comfortable here. Everyone can feel comfortable here. Oh, I see some more chat going on. Let me see. Oh, hey Donnie. Hey family. I'm so glad you made it. I was like this. I'm up. I said tonight be a perfect night for me to do a live stream. So I was like, I could probably catch my family in the US. I'm so glad you made it. Definitely catch the the replay because I shared a lot. Hey Donnie, where have you been, my brother? Are you okay? We miss Donnie. Donnie is the best. Hey, family, been busy with family and dealing with some health issues, but I'm good. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And the fulfillment of our soul. Peace and blessing, my brother and sister. Okay, so we got Donnie Goes In. Check out his channel. We got the fulfillment of our soul. Another brother who's here in the Gambia. Check his channel. What's up, my brother John? What's going on? Welcome to the live stream. I was missing all this. So we'll see, but I might be I'm just clicking here. Cece, it's wonderful to see you in the chat, Donnie. Been thinking about you, brother. Hope you and your family are doing well. Yeah, yeah. Don, family, please say uplifting word for Sister Sanov and her husband. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on with Sister Sanov? I have no idea. I'll give a dua for them. May everything be blessed. May they, come through whatever challenges and tribulations victoriously. May Allah protect them. May they defeat all that comes against them. We pray that they are covered from all obstacles that come their way. I don't know what's going on, so I hope that blessing will come and protect them. I have to find out what's going on with her. So greetings everyone. Greetings Joyce Boggs. Hey. This is just a informal chat, because I'm here at Gambia. What's all this you putting on here? John, you do a lot. I don't know what all that means. Like, what is all that? Heart, thumbs up. Yeah. So, yeah, this is my thing in the Gambia. I just really want to just share, the process that I went through when I was getting here, what I've learned so far. I got to tell y'all, it's a lot of others who are coming here in abundance. I was really surprised how many of them are really here. It's like a lot. It's a lot. How's the weather over there? The weather is pretty it's not an uncomfortable hot. It's hot, but it's not like, well, it's not like humid or real moist, or like right now the room that I'm in, I just have a ceiling fan, and I'm comfortable enough. Once I get off here, I'll take a shower and I'm gonna go to sleep. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that. I went out tonight, but it's okay. Yeah, I love it when I feel I'm right by the ocean. I'm right by the beach, so sometimes we get that ocean breeze, which is really nice. It is so nice. It's so cool. Um, I have to have my fan every day. I walk out, like, I have this close by all the time. I'm just like, I just kind of I just gotta constantly keep my fan next to me, because I don't do well with the heat. It was so funny, like the girl who's working with us. She's When I was going to Juma prayer, I had my hijab wrapped like this, and she was like, "Well, where's your scarf? Where's your scarf?" And I was like, I have it. It's on. I said, I'll take it down. I said, it's too hot for me to be wrapping all this up. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. So Donnie, so I see it. Are you getting a tan? Really, John? Why you gotta talk about my color? I already have enough of this. Is my tan. Okay. How about that? This is my tan. Hope I only been here a week. This is my tan. So like I can't help it. I can't help it. Maybe once I move over here and I'm here for a while, um, I'll start losing tan. But I do wear a hat. I have a hat that I put on every day to kind of pump. I have like 3 hats. So every day I put a hat on because my eyes, I can't take the brightness. So I wear a hat to kind of shield my eyes. So I guess it's kind of shielding my face, but I'm like, whatever, however dark I get, I have a glow. How about that? I got a glow now. Really, John? Really, John? Are you losing weight? I don't know. I, I'm not eating as much. I can tell you that. Like an average day, like today we ate a little more, but like an average day, I get up and I have my water. I might have a cup of coffee, some Turkish coffee, mm, maybe an apple, have a salad, and maybe eat like a salad or some fish for dinner, and that's it. It's not nothing heavy, no rice, maybe salad and a fish. Yeah, it's been real light. Like today, I had lunch, salad with some tuna fish on it. So I'm eating a lot less because it was so funny when I went to do my prayer today with the brethren, and I guess the people who sell street food come over to the police station and ask them, to sell food. So he said, sister, come, come. He said, look at this. What you what's this? And it was like some fish and some other stuff. I don't know what it was. And I was just like, no, I'm scared to eat the street food because I'm like, I'm only here for a limited time. And every time been to Africa and I venture out on the food, I get sick. So I'm keeping to cooking my own food or eating. I hate to say this, but eating at restaurants that cater to Western palate because I'm just nervous about getting sick. So I've been cooking my own food every day, which is fine with me. Which is fine with me. I'm not eating from anyone. Not doing it. So we'll see when I get home if I lost any weight. But I can't. I mean, it's only a couple of weeks. How much weight can I really lose? I need like a whole month. I need a couple of months to lose weight. Ask me about me losing weight when I come back. A week, have I lost any weight? Probably not. The Hamilton season is coming up, so the next couple of months will be a little cooler. The What's Hamilton? Am I saying, is that a typo? Hamilton? The Hamilton season is coming up. Um, so it okay. Well, inshallah, I'll be here when it's cooler. These are all things that happened to me when I was there. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not doing the street food. Every time they ask me about the street food, I'm like, mm-mm. And then I had a couple of people wanted me to come over their house and eat, and I was like, mm-mm, no, I'm good. I've been going to the market and getting like salads and potatoes and like I did buy some fish. Like I think I bought like a fish like this big for 250 dalasi, and 250 dalasi is, I want to say like $5 maybe. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking it's like $5. And I was looking, I was like, you can't buy no. It was with the head, the tail, everything. They cleaned it, and we got two, and then we got like a little tiny fish too, for like 250 dalasi, and I was just like, wow. And then we got like a shopping bag of groceries for like 250 dalasi, where we had like red peppers, green pepper, um, potato, yuca, two eggplants, I think cucumbers. It was like for 250 dalasi. It's like, wow. So if you find the right place to shop at, one of the problems that I have is as soon as I walk up to them, they already want to give me foreign prices. They don't want to give me native prices, so I can't really. I haven't been able to do anything by myself, but we'll see how it goes once I do return. But like I said, right now I'm just kind of learning prices, trying to understand prices, like even transportation here is like a little intimidating for me because I'm seeing how small Gambia really is. Until you go out into, I guess I haven't ventured out to the country or anything like that. I'm like around like, I guess near, I don't know. I still get confused like these different towns, but I guess I'm in the city areas. So it's pretty small. It feels like I'm going in a circle. So you have like I've been to Seracunda, Bruford, um, Senegambia, and a couple of other places, but I just don't really recognize the name. So I was watching to see how much like different rides are, like 20 Dalasi. This is like pennies and change. It's very inexpensive. Some of the rides like 20 Dalasis, 10 Dalasis. So I am really trying to figure out pricing, so when I come back, I know exactly um, how my money is going to spend, and I see why people end up spending a lot of money here, because it can go really fast if you're not paying attention. But anyway, I think that's everything, unless anyone has something they want to say or ask me. And I don't know. John, are you still in the States? When you come into the Gambia, that's what I want to know. When you come into the Gambia, um, I'm going to put this link in here one more time, and I'm going to leave it at that. If nobody comes on, then I'm going to sign off because I think I kind of pretty much hit everything that I wanted to share. Just about to travel, uh, what to expect when you go to on through the airlines, time, the money, um, what I'm seeing in Gambia so far. Uh, as far as yeah, it's it's a lot of business opportunities. I'm just so surprised, and a lot of us are coming, and it's needed, and they're excited. From the people that I have talked to, they are very happy to see us. I when I was in the States, I was hearing this the opposite, like, like they didn't want us to come, but everyone that I've met, so nice, so welcoming, very happy to see us here, want to see more of us here. And they're all, they're a lot of them are very inquisitive about America, but I didn't get like this big thing like I want to go to America, I want to go to America. I didn't get that in Gambia. Like I got that when I was in Ethiopia, I got that when I was in Ghana, but I didn't get a lot of that so far since I've been in Gambia. It's like they're curious. They're like, oh, if America's good. If I can go, I can go. But most of the Gambians I talk to, they're very content being here. I met one Gambian. He was like, I just help people here. He was like, I have only been to, he said the two places he been, but he says he's on, if he gets to go someplace, he'll go, but if not, he'll just help the people here. And that's how I've been hearing a lot of the Gambians talk, which is surprising because I thought more people would have shared that. And so with us working with them, I think it could be a very beautiful relationship. Do you speak the native do you speak the native language? Not yet. Inshallah soon. Inshallah soon. I met a couple of Americans who speak Wolof really well, and I was just like, oh wow. And what's that language? Jula, Jula. They speak that well. So inshallah, I have to start practicing. I really got to take it serious and start practicing. Assalamu alaikum, Jamila. How are you? Thank you, sis. Thank you. Oh, Hamilton season is when the cool, dry winds blow from different regions in the desert towards the western part of Africa. Okay, that's a lesson learned. I didn't know that. Okay, so Hamilton, I'm gonna have to try to remember that Hamilton. I'm learning so much since I've been here. I'm learning so much from the natives, and I see how important watching YouTube can be very it can be very, how can I say, deceiving because I'm watching YouTube and I'm seeing like all these YouTubers, they get together and blah blah blah, and and you're seeing them um just kind of getting together. But I'm seeing really how important it is for us to get together with other Gambians. Uh, Also, I see someone in the background. Hey, hey, my Muslim sister. Assalamu
Assalamu alaikum,
alaikum.
sis. How you doing?
I'm well. I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. You
Oh,
finally
wait a
got
minute.
over
Can I
there.
hear you? Oh, wait a minute, Jimmy. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm driving. I'm like
Oh,
on the
I got
highway.
it.
I
I
might
can
be
hear
going in and
you.
out. Okay.
You're
If you
driving?
can't hear me,
I can hear
yeah,
you
it's
now.
probably because of me. Yeah, because I'm on the highway, so it could be my reception. So I'm just saying that I'm happy that you finally got over there. I know it's something that you really been wanting to do. And so I need your like assessment when you come back to figure out like where would be the best place to move to since you've been to Ghana and Ethiopia. Because those were some other places I was considering.
Yeah, well, Ethiopia right now, unfortunately, because of all the civil unrest and America's intervention, intervening with the government there, there it's not good. So Ethiopia, I would not even consider it. I have family over there now, and it's just it's not in a good place right now. I wouldn't even consider Ethiopia.
Oh, okay.
Because right now they're having how do you say it, like, what do you call it, the rebels are being supplied by the United States to try to overthrow the government. So you see
Yeah,
what's going on. Yeah, it's not a good time right
yeah.
now. Yeah, but Ghana, I don't know. For me, if I had it between Ghana, if Ethiopia was good, I would always, I love Ethiopia. But between Ghana and Gambia, they both kind of have some of the same energy. I see, like, um, as far as Black people. But what I'm liking about the Gambia, for me personally, it's more business opportunities if you're interested in trying to start a business. Where Ghana is, there's still business opportunities there, but it's getting more expensive, getting more competitive. Where Gambia is wide open, what I'm seeing is wide open. They need everything here. They need
Yeah.
everything here. And then it's what's really nice, just the Muslim aspect of it is really
Yeah.
I'm loving that, because I didn't get that when I was in Ethiopia, because Ethiopia is very Christian. And Ghana, I felt more um Christian vibe, like the white Jesus, that Christian vibe. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I got a lot of the white Jesus vibe in Ghana.
so in
Ethiopia,
Ghana, do they do that? Do they have the pictures of the white Jesus?
yeah, they're like plastered
Oh
on
Lord.
the vehicles and all that stuff.
Oh
I
my
was like,
God. So you go all the way to Africa just to see white Jesus all over again. Okay.
yeah, they have the white Jesus thing going on, so that's a little weird. But not in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is all African, but but Ethiopia, what I like about Ethiopia is the Christian, the Muslims, and the Jews all live together. It's like you don't
Yeah.
really see no, they live together harmoniously, and I see that in Gambia too. They all live
Yeah.
harmoniously. The Christian, the Jews. Well, I haven't met any Jews here, but only the Christian and the Muslims live very harmoniously. But I haven't met any personally any Christians yet.
So how long you been over there?
It's not. I haven't been that long. It's been about a week now.
Okay. So when you coming back?
I'll be back in a couple of weeks, and just
Okay.
to take care of some business and wrap up stuff and finalize things. I got to get my stuff in order.
Oh, wait. Sound like you over there doing something powerful.
Yeah, I mean, since I've been here, I've been very, very blessed. It's like I said, if you come here, there's a lot of opportunities. I'm seeing it. It's a lot of opportunities for us, and I used to hate when I used to hear people say that, but coming here and experiencing it and meeting people, it's like as a not even a Black American, but just as someone who lives among the West, the opportunities kind of come to you. They
Yeah.
just they come to you, and because there's a lot of people here who are ready to make changes, who are ready to do things, who are ready to collab. And I was like, oh, okay, this is what's up. I was like, okay, this is what people were talking about. I get it now, but you won't really get it until you're here. You gotta come. You gotta come. And I get it now.
That's cool. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
was there for 2.5 weeks in June, and that
Mm-hmm.
was pretty nice. I really wasn't doing anything business wise. I was mainly just kicking it, and networking, and then researching and
Uh-huh.
learning. You know, so while you're there, make sure you go to like stone circles. You know, it's like an ancient
Stone Circle?
world heritage. Yeah, it's out in
Okay.
Watsu. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got to do any like really fun stuff or touristy stuff because I just been like just trying to do work, just trying to get my my stuff that I need in order, so it'd be one less thing that I have to do when I return, So
So are
and
you staying? I just logged on, so I didn't get to hear any of what you were talking about. Are you at a hotel or are you staying with some people you know?
no, I'm not at a hotel. What when when I first came on, I was sharing just some travel tips. Just coming
Okay.
from the U.S. What I had to do, the COVID test. My experience in Brussels and what have you. Here, I'm staying with one of my sisters here, so that's a blessing. I have a
Okay, cool.
girlfriends here, so me and her are together, which is nice. So it was nice to have a connection here already. So it just makes that even more easier because she knows a lot of things. And inshallah, that's what I would like to do eventually is just be able to be a connect for people, to help people here. Because when I say it's very important, it is so important to have a connect here because it can be overwhelming, but you've been here, so it can be overwhelming and intimidating.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I man, it's a lot of stuff I would like to do, but I figure, when I come back, I'll do all that fun stuff when I get back. I did do something fun. There was a new restaurant that opened up tonight that I went to, called
Hmm.
the something monkey, some kind of monkey, the new monkey or the wild new monkey. It was I think it was called the
Hmm.
Wild New Monkey, and so they had like African dancing, and we had a meal and had our little virgin drinks, so it was nice. And there was a beach party, but I didn't go to that. I'm tired. I was like, I'm coming in the house, and I said I'll just
Yeah.
jump on here real quick. But they're gonna do. I think it's like some events all weekend. So I'm gonna try to make the rest of my time. Now that I got the bulk of my business taken care of, I'm gonna try to do some fun things while I'm here. But I still got a couple of more things I'm trying to handle while I'm here before I go. Because for me, I'm looking at it like when I come back, I want to be able to have a lot of things in place so that I can just kind of get my business and everything in place and ready and just solidify and just get all the little tiny nitpicking things out of the way. Even though I would love to be doing all that fun stuff like going to the monkey parks and all that, but that's not a priority for me right now.
Okay, big business. I see you.
Not big business. I'm just trying, it's like I'm just trying to live a more relaxing life, because America KK, has me stressed out. It's just a lot over there, working
So you're
two
moving?
jobs, three jobs. Huh?
So you're moving? You're moving to Gambia?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Oh, that's so lit. See, I got intimidated. I wanted to buy land while I was there, but I was just like, man, I feel like I just really need to do more research and not hop into anything too quickly. So I was just
Yeah.
trying to get my feelers out there, you know?
Yeah, I'm not trying to jump into anything major too quickly. I'm like this. A lot will bring to you. I feel like there's a lot will bring to you what is necessary and what you need, and just to I'm just trying to do the what will be a blessing for others without. I'm not trying to live an American lifestyle. I'm not trying to recreate it. I'm looking more at trying to do things that's going to help us as diasporans, create a space for us to come to, and as well as be a blessing to the local economy. If that's what Allah
Yeah.
wants from me. And just
Yeah.
keep it really simple. And, I'm not looking for the extravagant American lifestyle. And so Gambia is kind of perfect for that because, the people's mentality here, what I'm seeing is a little different than, it's I don't know, I can't even pinpoint what it is, but it's just very simplistic to a point where I just really it just made me feel real relaxed.
Yeah. Also, I feel like someone like you can be an ambassador. I feel like in the United States, because it's so big and we have so many different regions, for the black people that want to repatriate, we need regional ambassadors. So someone like you would be like the ambassador for the DMV area, and then when I repatriate, I'd be an ambassador for like maybe like the Midwest Central area. You see what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
people can be ambassadors for like Northwest, West Coast, down South. So when people are interested in moving, they don't have to just contact, let's say, a random person. They can have someone who is from the same part of the United States that they're from, maybe even the same exact city. You know what I'm saying? And so they can
exactly.
talk to them about all kind of different things, and it'll be a more seamless transition.
Yeah, yeah. And it was so funny you say that because me and we weren't saying that so much, but we were thinking like, like it's a shame that there's not more people that are there to assist us because I see the
Yeah.
African communities in America and how they help each other when they come over there. They, whether it's through the masjid or families, and I see a lot of it, like they help each other come in America and get grounded and get situated and get acclimated. And but I what I'm noticing is really it's only a couple of people who are doing that in Africa, and it's almost like they to me they seem a little overwhelmed, and then it's
Mm,
like it's not more of us doing it, and I'm just like, if I can put myself in that position to do that and
yeah.
find a way to help people come over there in the best way that I can, through my trials and tribulations, through the things that I've learned, the do's and don'ts that I have, that would be my blessing because what the release that I'm feeling here, the way I feel when I'm in Africa, when I was in Ethiopia, when I was in Ghana, and now Gambia, I feel like we all need to experience that because then we'll stop going to these places like Paris where you get robbed, maced, this and that, cursed out, and
Right.
these European countries that really don't want to see us, but they just want to see our green dollars, and go to places where
Hmm.
people really appreciate us. I think it would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
I think it would
I
be
feel the same
amazing.
exact way.
So yeah, I mean, God willing, if that's what my if that's what my calling is, that would be amazing. I wouldn't mind being an ambassador. If that's what I can do. Yeah, that's what I can
Yeah.
do. So that's why I think they like doing these live streams. Because like I don't really get anything out of doing these, but I feel like I try to share as much information as I can, like on my Instagram. I'm more current on my Instagram, and then come out here on YouTube and do this because it's so many people who are just, you know, I won't say are totally transparent, I guess, in a sense.
I see that a lot, and I was gonna say that, but I'm glad I didn't want to. But I'm glad that you went ahead and said it. I think that's one of the reasons why it's hard for people to help the other repats because people aren't honest about things, and you ain't got to put everything on a public platform, but there are, if I'm helping someone do something, make a major life change, there are a lot of things that I would have to know in order to assist that person, and vice versa. And I think that's why things might be different for Americans, because we're a little bit more private. We're a little bit more like, that ain't your business kind of attitude. And so I think for some people it's hard to assist, therefore they don't want to do it.
Right, right. Yeah, because like I know when I came into the Gambia, I had to trust people in a way that I never thought I would trust. That I probably would never trust people in the States. Let me put it that way. Like I had to trust people here, total strangers, in a way that I would never trust people in the States. And and it was humbling for me, because it was just like I did not realize how I was so skeptical of individuals, and how I was so, just always thinking the worst. And I didn't even realize it. I thought I was pretty good until I was put into the test of, okay, let's see how good you really are with this. You're going to have to do this. Are you willing to? And I'm just like, oh, okay. I said, this is a lot harder than I thought. And, I would love to be able to be in a position, and I know I can't help everyone. I'm not even trying to, um, because I'm also seeing there's a lot of toxic energy over here. A lot of us who are sick and ill in the West are bringing a lot of that sick and ill behavior in Africa, and I'm witnessing it, unfortunately. So, it's like,
I feel like
I
white
want
supremacy did a number on us.
yeah,
They put
yeah.
that illness in us.
Unfortunately, I'm seeing it, but I would like to be able to be a blessing to those who I can be a blessing to. Let me put it that way. You
Right.
know,
You can put your fillers out and tell who you would click with and who you wouldn't click with. Because when I went to the Gambia, I noticed that like all the repats don't be together. Some don't even come out for real. And people have, just like in America, you have your little cliques, you have your crews, you have people who have commonalities, and people gravitate towards people that are like them. And so, you don't really got to be around just everybody. Just because somebody's like a repat, it's easy to avoid people.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. And so, um, for me, I'm looking at it like, I'm not going to say I'm going to be around everyone, because that would be a lie. But I just look at it like this: a lot's going to put those people in my space, in my site, in my vicinity, that are supposed to be there, and we can do this together. However it's supposed to be, because I have to say, right now, just the thought of going back to the West is just not something I really am looking forward to. Yeah, I do miss my children. Yeah, I miss like some of the normalcy that I'm used to of the West, like regular lights, and like water with like some kind of pressure to it. But the rest of, but that's not enough for me to be like, I don't think I want to come to Africa.
See, where
It's
I was staying, the house that I was staying in, my friends in Kentucky, they own it over there. They're from Gambia, but they've been in America for like, over 20 years. And their house had all that. Because what happens is when the country lights go out, they have what you call solar. And so they have like a solar bank. And so our lights never went out. Our Wi-Fi was on 24 hours.
oh, that's
Because
nice.
once the lights go out, solar kicks on. It's like I don't know, some kind of mechanism. Obviously you got to invest in that. And I had good water pressure. We had hot water. I had everything I needed. It was like,
See, that's
high
nice.
class
See,
living.
that is very nice. Yeah, see, yeah, where I'm staying at, where it's like an apartment complex, so it's like the landlord. But like if you have you can build that in your own home. That's nice. Like if I built my home, that's what I would want to do. Have my own solar panels. Create just kind of that off of grid living where you don't have to be relied on the government for your lights and water pressure and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's nice. That was really nice. You had the luxury lifestyle.
I did. I was kicking it, had a good time. Well, before you make your real like final transition to the motherland, I'm gonna have to come back to DC. We're gonna have to link up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, because it's like DC is so that place right there is a lot because they got me. I work 8 hours. I drive at night. I'm a driver. I drive on the weekend. It's like I have no life there. This is the first time in years, I'll say at least 2 years, that I just been able to just, oh no, just kind of even relax because the way I go in DC, I'm hustling, and then you got your family and this and that. It's just like the lifestyle there, 2 hour drive to work, 2 hour drive home. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that at all. But it is what it is. I'm gonna do it until until Allah says it's no more for you, and just stack I look at it like this. Now's the time to stack our money. Get your plan out. Figure out what your end result, your goal is. How are you going to get to it? The steps that are needed to get to it. How much is it going to take to get to that step, right? And and don't be distracted. That's really my focus, is not to allow myself to be distracted in any kind of way. And only, and I only have, really honestly right now, the way I look at it, I only have time for people who are on the same agenda and same goal. No offense to my family and friends. But it's like I only have time for people who are on the same agenda and goal, because when you deal with people who are on your same path, it'll motivate you to keep moving, because everyone else is going to be like, why are you going so hard for this? Why are you doing this? And I really need to, I'm learning, I have to surround myself with people who understand and are doing it themselves, because it will propel you faster into manifesting all the things that you're planning to do. So yeah, I mean, definitely reach out when you come to DC, so that we can link up. Because didn't you come to DC before? You guys have to forgive me. My mind is a little shaky. But
yeah, I came to DC. We were supposed to link, but something came up.
That's right. It was it? I can't remember. Was it the car or the weather? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not nosy. You told me we couldn't link, so I let it ride. Allah knows best.
I can't remember, girl. My mind is gone. I think you had came and I was supposed to go, and something happened. I can't remember. But next time, like when you come, just message me, and then that way I can make sure I set, we plan and we can meet somewhere and hang out and talk and share notes. That would be really good. That would be really good. Because DC is a little hectic. So any chance to get away from the normal humdrum situation is a blessing. Yeah, because I was saying, I knew I was trying. I was like, I think I was supposed to meet Jamila before, right?
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, sis. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off.
All right. Thank you for joining. You have a good one. Assalamualaikum.
All right. Walaikum assalam. I got the WhatsApp. You on WhatsApp?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm gonna hit you on the WhatsApp.
Okay. All right. Assalamualaikum. All right. Yeah, y'all gotta forgive me. My mind is sometimes I be forgetting stuff. I knew I had talked to Jamila because I remember she had came to DC, but I really can't remember. We were supposed to link up, so that's alhamdulillah. Maybe the next time when she come, we'll link up. So I don't think anyone else is going to come on here. If you just joining, this is a Global Green Book. I had right now I'm in the Gambia, and I was just sharing tips for traveling to the Gambia from. I travel from Dulles, from getting your COVID test. If you have not gotten the jab, what you can expect, what to look out for, what not to do. And and I hope this information finds you well. I also shared a little bit about my experience in the Gambia since I've been here, a little bit about the money, a little bit about the people, the sites that I've seen. So, and also make sure you check out my Instagram page because I do do stories daily on my Instagram, sharing a lot of things that I'm seeing in Gambia, as well as my posts. Unlike my YouTube channel, unfortunately, because the data here is a little quirky because I had uploaded a video the day that I got my Wi-Fi, which was Tuesday, and it is still uploading. So I'm amazed at those people who be uploading videos left and right over here because I'm like, they must have some really good data. So once I figure out how to do everything, I will start uploading more. And you'll just start seeing my videos slowly going gradual until when I did my exit. So I'm a little behind on my uploads, so just give me a little bit of grace and be patient. And I know I had that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday where I uploaded videos. So it may not happen like that for right now, but now you know why. It's because I'm in the Gambia and I have issues with Wi-Fi. So you all have a blessed one. I see a couple more messages. Let me see. Sis, what is another way of reaching you? Because what's up? I can't get you. Right now, I think WhatsApp is the only way, and it is acting quirky because of my Wi-Fi. And I don't see any messages from you. And I just got my Gambian number, so I don't know. This WhatsApp is a little weird. But I don't know. All I can say is try again because some people were able to get through to me. So I don't know what's going on. Or you can try to message me through Instagram. Message me through Instagram, Global Green Book. All right. If that's it, if there's no one else joining, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and comment. And please share. Share it with anyone you know who is thinking about coming to Africa, coming to the Gambia. Share with your friends, your family. If you're interested to see, what's happening, I will be sharing a lot that's going on here. Not as much because I've been really busy just trying to figure it out. All right. So good night, y'all. I sent you a lot before you went to Gambia. All right, let me check. I'll check it, Giselle. I'm sorry. I'll check it, okay? And good night. Assalamu alaikum, family. Peace.